Hi there, Kath Gammack, rig market analyst with Westwood Global Energy. Here with a quick recap on some of the offshore rig market highlights during the period of the 11th up to and including the 17th of January. No new contracts or extensions were announced in the past week. However, 3 jackups off Mexico have been temporarily suspended and 1 jackup resumed operations for Saudi Aramco. Coastal jackup He-Yang-Shi-Yu 935 resumed drilling operations under its previously suspended contract with Saudi Aramco. The rig, which began its suspension period in April 2024, will now continue working for the operator until at least second quarter of 2026, with an option available to extend thereafter. Meanwhile, Borr Drilling received a temporary suspension notice for jackups Galar, Gersemi and Grid, which are operating off Mexico for Pemex. The suspension is for a period up to the 31st of March 2025. Borr has stated that, based on discussions with the operator, it expects some or all of the rigs to resume operations before that date. Drilling activities in the past week saw Midwater Semi-Coastal Innovator spud Serica Energy's Evelyn well 21/30F-E2 on the 13th of January. This is the 4th well being managed by Petrofac. The 5th and final well in the campaign is likely to take the rig up to May or into June this year. Thereafter, the rig will head inshore Norway for a 2 to 3 week period to prepare for her future 2-year firm commitment with Equinor. The rig next becomes available in the 3rd quarter of 2027, unless Equinor elects to exercise any or all 3 1-year options. Petrobras has spudded development well 7-STUP-10DA-RJS in the Sul de Tupi field in the Santos Basin using ultra-deepwater drillship Noble Faye Cossack. The well is being drilled in 7,126 feet of water. The drillship is committed to Petrobras until January of 2027. Drilling of well 24/12-8S, Rumptroll South, in production license 869 of the Norwegian North Sea, has been classified as dry. Drilling was carried out by Odfjell Drilling Deepwater Semi Deep Sea Nordkapp to a vertical depth of 7,425 feet below sea level. The well has been permanently plugged and abandoned. The rig subsequently moved early in January to drill well 35/6-5S in production license 1110, with spud occurring on the 10th of January. Japan Drilling jackup Hakaru 14 is now scheduled to complete its contract with Pertamina Hulu Energy Mahakam around the end of January, subject to completion of the well in progress. The rig will then be towed from Indonesia to Singapore for its special periodic survey. The current estimated arrival in Singapore is during the second half of February. The rig is presently available thereafter and is being actively marketed. Talos Energy has encountered commercial quantities of oil and natural gas at the Katmai West 2 well in the US Gulf of Mexico. The appraisal well was drilled by Seadrill ultra-deepwater drillship West Vela from a surface location in Green Canyon Block 39 into Ewing Bank Block 1010 in 1,923 feet of water. The well encountered the primary target sand, full to base with over 400 feet of gross hydrocarbon pay and excellent rock properties in line with pre-drill estimates. The operator plans to case and suspend the well by late January 2025, while it finalises completion plans to be executed in the second quarter of 2025. The well will be tied into existing subsea infrastructure that flows to the Tarantula facility. Talos noted the well came in around 35% below budget and over a month ahead of schedule. Chevron did not encounter commercial hydrocarbons in the Kapana 1X prospect in PEL 90 off Namibia. The well was drilled by Odfjell managed harsh environment ultra-deepwater semi-deep sea Bolstad, starting in mid-December last year. Chevron noted that it gained valuable information about the basin and expects to conduct additional exploration activities off Namibia. Once Chevron releases the rig, it is scheduled to mobilise to Norway. The rig has firm work lined up through August of 2027 and options that could keep her working into August of 2032. For Energy made a gas discovery at its Algol probe, well 7122/9-2 in production licence 1131 of the Barents Sea. Initial estimates place the size of the discovery at between 0.4 and 3 million standard cubic metres of oil equivalent, corresponding to between 2.6 and 19 million barrels of oil equivalent. Based on the preliminary estimates and given the current price assumptions, the discovery is deemed not profitable. Drilling was carried out by Deepwater Semi Coastal Prospector to a vertical depth of 6,050 feet. The well has been permanently plugged and abandoned. The next well to be drilled is the Zagato prospect, well 7122/8-3S. And finally, ExxonMobil encountered gas-bearing reservoirs in the Nefertari 1 well off Egypt. The well was drilled by ultra-deepwater drillship Valaris DS-9. The operator said it will continue to evaluate the results. Qatar Energy is a partner in the block. The drillship is contracted to ExxonMobil through the end of this year, pending a 6-month option. The DS-9 is expected to work in the Mediterranean region until at least mid-year. That's it for this week. Many thanks for listening. Hope you find this of interest. If you'd like more information on RigLogics, please visit our website www.westwoodenergy.com.